Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
70 range, take go.
They're going play action. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Throwing now off play action. He's looking deep once again. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Pass play now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ray.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That finds Burks, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll throw it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take over.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has the connection to Wright. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
From the 19. Finds his back complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ready.
They're throwing it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. Crosses midfield, still going. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Pittsburgh. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down.
Go.
Working quickly here. They give it to him again. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
5-9.
They snap it to Herbert. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Quincy Williams has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing from his own end zone. Fryermuth there to bring it in. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 6-yard
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seven Pirates. Go.
Back to throw now. He has the first over the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. From his own end zone, here we go. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, they'll run. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Herbert from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Here's the give on third and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Herbert. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Chargers. With it, first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Throwing now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
21. Hey, go Lion.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, LA. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
Now a run with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go, Jack, go, Jack.
Here's 2nd and 11. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready?
It's a design boot. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Chargers take possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Finds McConkey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Setting up the running back screen. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Herbert throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. It's Herbert once more. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Hey, Ray. 5-9. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's got it to his running back. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That's complete, Mike Evans. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
59.
Running for it again. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Third time, pushing for the end zone. And it holds the football. It's not loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. Back to throw it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
He's got it on the bootleg. Short pass brought in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Go! Cowboy 80. No, no.
Here's a give for Wright. Past midfield to the 45. Hits the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. Completes this one to Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Half the 60, half the 60. Go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Caught by Freiermuth. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running behind center with Wright. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back now, pressure on its way. Wright reels it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After three quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Second and 3 now.
Shut up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running right. Here's Wright. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Tag. Tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hut, hut.
Looking for a throw here. Able to find Wright. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on, set. Bring it. Get up.
Rank gets it, headed right. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Right again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They run again with Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Now Wright. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Here's Wright on the carry. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers in range for a game-winning score. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
18 Cardinal.
From the 16. And they got there in time. He's taken down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Go! Check, Bobcat. Bronco 80.
looking to throw it. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Chargers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. It's a foot race. At the 20. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready? Dragon 60. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Brought in by Burks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Back to throw. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set. 79 Bronco. '60 Bobcat. Set go.
Setting up to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready?
To throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here he is to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a 21-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either.
Come on, set. Seven Pirates, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Get up.
They'll throw it again. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Drive right. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now it's second down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd down, Herbert gets this to McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. They'll run for this. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. Pushing for the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Well, if you hear the excitement from the fans here, it's because they just showed it up on the scoreboard. This dude, now the single-game rushing yards record holder.
It started out well, and you're thinking, we got a chance that he gets 200 and beyond, and you realize he's got an actual shot at this, and now his name is in the record books.
And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, I'm a with him like that. I think he knows. When I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream with Shanti playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Now my hair boys on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that, I think he knows. When I say to him like that, he's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
On one, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Third and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll run again with Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
Gotta go. Gotta go. 11.
Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one misses the tight end. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11.
Trying for it with Burrow. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown, Cincinnati! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Warriors 70.
First down throw by Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line.
Gun.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
12.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Here we go. 11 line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we're good.
Offense up to the line fast.
11 Thomas.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. He brings it in. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
70 range. Cut 19.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it'll be Bengals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get set. 11 mighty.
Throwing is Burrow. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Catch made by Chase Brown.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Here we go, set. Track at 60. 70 Timberwolf.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
I'm fine, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Behind.
Brown on the inside give. No one around. He's got space. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble